rib number 2 this afternoon is this high performance Shakespeare 7.5m rib fitted with Mercury Optimax 250 horsepower outboard engine. It's an oil injected 2-stroke model, direct injection. It's fitted with a laser 2 stainless steel prop, and it's a 21-inch pitch. 21-inch pitch. This engine has only got 87 hours or 86.5 hours on it from new. The boat also has the same amount of time done, so it's like almost like new condition. Tubes and things are beautiful. Very sporty sort of layout with a leaning post there at the helm. Nice big chunky tubes. Very aggressive deep V hull as well. I've been keen to get this boat on the water actually since it arrived in, so we got a bit of a chance this afternoon. Decided to put it on the river and show you guys how it performs underway. So if we key on here, the smart craft instruments will go through a little status check. Here we go, battery, temperature, pressure, all okay. Make sure we're in neutral on the gear shift, have the run switch in the run position, and turn the key to start the engine. We've got oil level, fuel flow, etc. We'll get her off the trailer and on the river, and I'll run you through all the details on the dash. So let me walk you through the dash here first of all. So we've got the Smartcraft instruments. Let's see if you can read this here. And it's got a bunch of information. So we've got oil level here, 3.9 litres of oil in the tank. We've got instantaneous fuel economy, like miles per gallon. We've got estimated range, that might not be connected up. Trip distance, paddle wheel speed, and fuel used. So you can set that. Air temperature, sea temperature, fuel level, 130 litres in the tank, and oil, back to oil level. Over on this right hand side one then we've got, this is more relevant information, we've got our litres per hour at idle 1.3, fuel use since reset, engine RPM, status monitor, we've got our battery voltage, trim angle, fuel percentage, water temperature, accommodation trim and RPM, accommodation trim and water pressure, engine hours 86.2, battery voltage, and then back to litres per hour. So we'll leave this one on litres per hour so we can see that whenever we're running. All our switch gear down here, which go through the showroom, and then our big screen chart plotter here, Garmin GPS map 4010. Relevant numbers here are the GPS speed up in the top right hand corner, depth as well, 21.8 feet. We've got, if we go back to home, we've got full sonar functionality in this thing as well. So you can have full screen sonar, fish finder, or you can set it up to have, display both at the one time. But we'll leave it on charts, navigation chart, and we'll be keeping an eye on our GPS speed here, and I'll just be monitoring our depth there. So that's the dash, the relevant information on the dash before we put her on and put her through her paces here. Controls are all nice and light, and everything feels nice and sort of tight, and there's no, it feels like it's done 86 hours. So forward gear, neutral, reverse, all nice and light and smooth. Hydraulic steering on this boat as well, which is a real pleasure to use. So nice and light steering, well balanced. If you let go of the wheel, it doesn't pull to one side. Not a whole lot of room between the leaning post and the wheel, but it's quite good actually, because you're sort of standing over the top of the wheel and your throttle, so you've got good control over everything. You just sort of have to lean back a wee bit to keep an eye on your readouts, but that's no problem. This little screen doesn't give you a whole lot of protection from the wind, to be fair. You're sort of getting the full blast of the wind, but on a day like today, that's great. On a wet and windy day, maybe not as good, but still, it's nice to look at least. So we're going to put the thing on the plane now. We're going to run it up to about 3,000 RPM, which is our sort of comfortable cruising speed, and we'll be doing around about 20 or 21 knots. And then we will we'll do a full speed run as well and show you what speed she's topping out at. But this thing is a whole lot of fun to drive, so here we go. We'll put it on plane and get underway here. for about in and around 19 knots or so. So there you go, that's how the Shakespeare 7.5m rib runs. It's a really fun boat to drive, incredibly quick, flat out. The highest speed I saw there, with the engine trimmed out, about 46 knots or something. There might even be a little bit more left in it because I had to slow down before we were past the pontoon up here, so that's well over 50 miles an hour, probably approaching 55 miles an hour thereabouts. Super quick. We're doing about just over 5,000 RPM on the tacho, so you could possibly even pitch it up, maybe go up a pitch or two in the prop to get even more speed out of it. You know, I'd say this could be a 50 knot rib if you wanted to set it up that way. On the plane in no time at all. Economical cruising speeds around about 3,000 RPM, or slightly over it, and it's doing around about 19-20 knots, burning approximately 25 litres per hour of fuel, so that's fairly economical if you do want to just go on an economical cruise. And then flat out, didn't actually look. I must do it again and look at the fuel consumption. I'll do that and do another quick update. But yeah, flat out 46 knots, 5,000 RPM. Feels very stable, no chine walk or anything. Very planted. I was doing full speed, full lock turns over whenever we were shooting the footage from the shore as well, and I could not make this boat skip out, couldn't make it cavitate. A really well planted hull. This is a really impressive bit of kit. Super solid boat, totally dry. I know there's not much in the way of chop or anything, but I was cutting back over her own wake and stuff like that, and nothing coming up over the sides of her. Very, very safe feeling boat, very secure in the water. Just a great running thing, and feels and drives like brand new. The engine hasn't missed a beat. All the controls are nice and smooth and light, and just a really nice running boat. I think this is a phenomenal buy for someone, an incredibly good value, yeah, up there with the best of them in terms of performance and handling. So hopefully you like it as much as I do. Hopefully you found the video useful as well. Let's do another quick full speed run to show you the fuel consumption at full throttle, and then yeah, we'll call it a day. We'll put it back on the water, or back on the trailer, and head back to the street. 82 litres per hour is the maximum fuel consumption at full throttle, which isn't even that bad. I was expecting to be worse than that. 82 litres an hour at 45 to 50 knots is totally respectable. So great running boat, doing everything it's supposed to do. Really nice bit of kit. If you have any questions about it, if you want to arrange to come and see it, don't hesitate to get in touch, and hopefully we'll have a full walk around showroom tour online in the near future as well. Thanks for watching. Bye now.